That's pretty cool. Well, welcome to the podcast. Welcome to Freedom to Fight. I'm your host, Anura Mathis, and today you'll be hearing a short interview with one of my friends and training partners, Cody Roberts, and he's going to share his martial arts journey with us. I hope you enjoy.
The idea is just to have a casual conversation. So if you're comfortable, cool. I'm just talking to my friend because you're my friend.
Yeah.
And now I love MMA. And I know you love MMA.
Yeah, I do,
so
absolutely.
that's what I want to do. That's what I want to talk about. Yeah. Why you like MMA. What made you start?
Well, I'll start with just who I am. My name is Cody Roberts.
Sure.
I've been training on and off MMA for, I'd say 6 years. I consider myself like a recreational MMA practitioner, not somebody who's trying to go pro or anything like that. So take that into consideration as we move forward. But to start with the first question, what made me want to start training MMA? Back in like 2013, I started doing Krav Maga with Colorado Krav Maga, and there they had a kind of a very beginner jiu-jitsu class taught by someone who was doing it for a while, and I really enjoyed the grappling aspect of it. It was like something just like mind-blowing to me to be so have what you can do with your body and the things you can just do. It was just, I thought it was a lot of fun, and it was challenging as well. It wasn't until we had this winter camp where all these Krav Maga practitioners, they usually get all these like special guests, and they had this MMA gym from North Carolina called Jim O, and the lead instructor there is named Jeff Jimmo. Really cool guy. He's actually got pro fighters in the UFC, fighters from all over the place, and they're really awesome people. And when I was training with this guy, his name was Chase Gamble.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Do you want to readjust the more space?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
For those who don't know, there's a dog pouncing all over me right now. So
Rosie.
yeah, Rosie, she's just the sweetest thing. But anyways, yeah. So I was training this guy named Chase Gamble, and he did a lot of wrestling and grappling, and he really pushed me. And I was just so, I guess, enamored with how far it can go and like how skillful, and it was just awesome. I was like, this is what I want to do. So I started looking for gyms. The first gym I went to was Foosbox. It was primarily based around Sambo, and I learned a lot.
Around Sambo?
Sambo is a Russian grappling art. Where it's a mix of American wrestling, judo, and there's also a combat variation where they put on gloves, headgear, and it's now you're throwing it in like Muay Thai.
Huh.
You can do headbutts, knees. So it's just MMA with a jacket at that point.
Okay.
So I really enjoyed it. I learned a lot. If anybody's ever trained,
She's
got bones going all over the place.
Goodness. You have to sit down, Rosie. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
I want these parts to be in it too. I don't know much about Krav. Say it again.
Krav Maga.
Yeah.
Krav Maga is an Israeli self-defense system. If you're someone who wants to have a very quick and easy thing for self-defense, I think it's very beneficial to a lot of people. If you're not looking to get MMA scene, I would definitely go Krav Maga if you just want something that, make you feel better walking the streets or feel like you can defend yourself until help arrives. It's definitely not like a sport fighting. Don't expect to go any high-level competitions. It's just very, very basic, but it's quick and easy to learn, and I think it's very effective for like police officers, military, and again, if you're someone who's not looking to compete or do any kind of sport like fighting, that would be the way to go.
I'm gonna pause really quick just because I want to make sure that this is getting both of our mics.
Okay.
I should have paused before, so I'm gonna stop it.
So yeah, Combat Sambo. This is just basically MMA with a jacket. That's Foosbox is a gym where I started MMA. The coach and we had some falling out, but what really drove me to leave that gym is actually one of the guys I was training with had a fight against the gym we currently train at, Limitless, and I knew Katie because of her little brother and I are friends, like really good friends, high school friends, and so I knew she had trained at that gym, at Limitless at the time, or she does still train there, and so I went and talked to her, and the guy who's fighting, I can't remember his name off the top of my head right now, but anyways, he's like, hey, if I win this fight, you should come train. I was like, okay, and we shook on it. Well, he won the fight, and I was like, all right, I'm a man of my word. So I was already planning on leaving the gym anyway, so Foosbox. So I ended up going to Limitless, and Ollie was really cool. He welcomed me with open arms. He's really understanding.
How long have you been there?
At Limitless?
Yeah.
Probably about 3 years now.
Okay.
It's weird to imagine, maybe 3 or 4.
It's been the 5 years
yeah.
now.
Yeah, so I was definitely not one of the first students he had, but I think I've been with him for a while now. It's weird. COVID had just made it seem like those 3 years were all blurred.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure.
Yeah, everything was just weird. That was a weird time, and I still think it is a weird time.
Because you're going into a new martial art at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Right at the start of the pandemic?
Yeah, pretty much. I was there for maybe like a year. The pandemic broke out, and and then met a lot of new people right before that. And when the pandemic hit, people were struggling to get money or just change their lifestyle or career outlook. So there's a lot of people leaving, and weirdly enough, though, we also got a lot of new people, which I thought was great. But yeah, so now, but training with Limitless for I would say 3 or 4 years now. It's probably closer to 3. I've learned a lot. Ollie has definitely helped me open up my game, especially in regards to striking. I feel more confident at the striking aspect. Beforehand, I just felt like I was kind of really all over the place, didn't really have anything to put together, and Ollie has really made me solidify my striking game a lot. And him getting to talk to other people, getting like Coach Veronica Costa, having a solid wrestling game is just phenomenal. There's not many places in Colorado, really in the country, that you can just have access to cash wrestling, Olympic level wrestling, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It's amazing. So I really appreciate it.
I guess I should look into wrestling. I guess it's an important aspect of MMA.
It is.
Okay. Well, I am just, learning about this art, sport, I guess, too.
Yeah.
And you just started talking about Ollie. We can talk about Ollie if you want. How you met Ollie.
Yeah.
And how did you meet Ollie? What was that like?
So again, at that fight, he's pretty. He's trying to get his fighter at the time. He's definitely in that mindset, we're getting ready to go fight, and he's pretty neutral, stone-faced almost, but he's pretty cordial with me. It wasn't until I actually started the gym and we started talking, and I really found out this guy knows what he's talking about, and I'm he's definitely got experience, and you know, him and I, we agree with a lot of things, and we also disagree with a lot of things. I
Okay.
mean, that's no secret. When we're around the gym, him and I will sometimes get into it, but at the end of the day, him and I love each other.
Okay.
We just have different perspectives on things sometimes, but you can't always get along with everyone. No one's ever going to think
Sure.
the same. That's just not practical. But I love the guy. So
Well, I think that's what I've experienced a lot is that it's really like a family. Like not I think when people say that, that's just like kind of a cheesy way to talk about something, but really like a family, like arguing like a family, like siblings and
Yeah.
like that happens.
it absolutely is a family, and I love it because it's true. I know it's cliche to say, but everyone there is like, you know, feeling that stereotypical, oh, that's my brother, that's my big brother, that's my little sister or whatnot. Like that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
So I absolutely love it.
That's how I feel too. And I think that's probably what's helped me, keep going because there's been a lot of gaps.
Mm-hmm.
But so I'm just gonna get into the next question,
Absolutely.
and I don't have to go in order.
Yeah.
But what would you say your biggest regret is?
My biggest regret in life or towards MMA?
And well, that's kind of hard to tease apart. But MMA.
So in regards to MMA, I think my biggest regret, honestly, was just not starting this sooner. Didn't start the whole grappling MMA stuff until I was at least in my 20s, like 21, 22, maybe 23. Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm
you don't mind.
31.
Oh,
So,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually just turned 31 today. Today's my birthday.
No way!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Happy birthday!
Thank you.
You came over on your birthday.
Yeah, right?
That's cool.
So, yeah, I wish I would have started sooner. And for any people who are listening to this who are aspiring, if you're young, try to get to a BJJ school or wrestling program at your local school. It is so beneficial, especially, I mean, you look at all the top MMA contenders, they have solid wrestling backgrounds. Phenomenal. And it's just something I wish I would have started sooner. So.
I'm gonna go back to that because you just gave some advice, and I want to ask for more advice later. But what would you say is your biggest achievement then? And it doesn't. Oh, and let me preface this by I don't know if you've done any fighting, but even if you haven't, just honestly, what do you think is your biggest takeaway from this?
I haven't done any official fight. I mean, I've done grappling matches. One of my biggest achievements in regards to MMA was my very first tournament. I competed at it was a submission only tournament, and
Like that.
we had a no gi and a gi division, and I had been trained. I felt more confident in no gi at the time because I had done more no gi grappling up until that point rather than gi. So I thought I was going to come out first in no gi. I ended up coming in third place, which isn't bad considering we had like 5 people in that pool, and I was like, all right, well, third place, it was my first short. I'm not gonna honor myself. I ended up taking first to gi, and I thought I was gonna lose that because I was not that experienced, even with the Samba background. I thought I was gonna dominate with the takedown and stuff, but when it came to just straight, when it came to the ground, I didn't feel as confident. I ended up taking first, and I was surprised by myself. So, I guess with that being said, don't doubt yourself. You never know what you're limited, what you're capable of. So,
I feel like there's a moment in class one time that I think Ali didn't want us to pair up because the size difference. I don't know if you remember this or not. Yeah. But I was like, no, I want to do this anyway. And it's one of the first times I didn't doubt myself.
yeah.
So I could have been unsuccessful, but I was like, at least I'm going to try,
Yeah,
you
right.
know?
Yeah. I'll say advice for both people, like men and women going into this, don't be afraid to, for women, don't be afraid to go and practice with bigger sized people, because they're going to push you, and it's also going to just work your technique. Sometimes I prefer to go with women because I know that they're going to be more technical because they can't outstraight me. That's the problem. Sometimes with guys my size, it's easy to lose on technique and just go strength to strength. But with women, sometimes I'm having to like pull back on my strength and try to focus on technique. And if I know I can't do a technique, that's reason for me to like, okay, this is my weak spot, so I need to go back and work on those. It's very easy for someone just to like just strength bulldoze through and get like, oh, the technique worked. It's like, no,
Brute force.
yeah, it's more, that was more brute force than it was technique. So I'd say that would be my advice for men and women. For guys, don't be afraid to go with the small chick. Work on your technique. If you can't do it strictly off technique, you need to go back and work on stuff.
Yeah.
So that would probably be my advice.
I'm glad you brought up men and women, like, because I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, but I think that men and women should fight each other. Mm-hmm. Like, I think in competition that should happen.
Yeah.
Because I'm training with you.
Yeah.
Like, and the training aspect of fighting is just rehearsing the fighting, right?
Right.
I don't know. I think there's so much emphasis on gender, and it's. Mm-hmm. I really think this is essential for everybody to know. I think everybody should know how to fight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Honestly.
Absolutely. Men and women should fight. I agree. I think it has to be within somewhat of reasons. I mean, you can't have someone like, I don't know, Daniel Cormier, big guy, fighting this 5'5", 100-pound female. I feel like that would just be completely too extreme. But I definitely think if you have people who are closer to like body type, I mean, it'd be interesting to see that.
Why do you say that? Because of the size? Like, what's the fear there? What's the risk there?
So for like someone like Daniel Cormier, like he's a big guy. I mean, muscle just extreme. Because when you're competing, you're not just using technique. You're going 100%. Everyone's going 100%. And I just think that that's going to be more prone to injuries. Granted, this is a sport. Like, well, of course there's going to be injuries. But I think the injuries will be so far greater than what is we would consider with MMA. That's why I think, so, like, having that huge weight and size discrepancy might be a little bit too much. But at the same time, if you're on the streets, you don't get to pick your opponent.
Yeah. And I guess the streets is, like, everywhere outside the gym.
Yeah.
There's plenty of men that don't care if they hurt a woman.
Yeah.
So, absolutely. I don't know. Yeah. Not having that experience fighting you, I wouldn't know what to do.
Right. Well, I would agree with you. So, like, so Veronica Carlson, one of our wrestling coach, amazing. And I tell people this even at work, like, any guy who's never trained anything, who thinks they can just take on like any female fighter, needs to check themselves. Veronica Carlson, I'm still pretty like, I'd say novice when it comes to grappling, especially like just American wrestling. But I'm a big guy for those who can't see, and Veronica was probably about half my size. She picked me up and high like back bend arched me, like threw me over her head. It was the first time in my life I've ever seen my feet towards the ceiling, ever. And it was, I couldn't believe it. So.
I need to see this. So, wait, so this is Wednesdays? That's her class? Yeah, okay.
That's her class.
And Coast is on Sunday?
And Coast is on Sunday.
Yeah, okay. I've got to go now. I met her the one time at Mark's fight, and that's you. You're attractive. You're so pretty. I kind of feel like everybody is there. It's like a group of people that somehow flock together.
Yeah.
a good group of people, the best group of people.
Absolutely. I love everyone, and even the new people I haven't maybe met once or twice. I think we do a good job of keeping really genuine people there. If you're a fake or just I don't know, trying to get clout, I don't think you're going to fit in with our particular gym. We're very, very family approached, and we really care about each other. So, again, I love our gym. So.
Yeah, and all the kids classes. I saw there's a kids class
Yep.
yesterday, and it's reached that far for me too. Just the fact that I talked about it the one time on that first time on Facebook and Instagram, my nieces and nephews that follow me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I want to do that. Yes, I'm cool. No, but I want to influence them because I know that there's so much trauma in my family. I know that this would help them because it helped me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been such a great experience. It's been really trying too.
Yeah.
And I think that's maybe made it even better, the challenges.
Yeah.
Well, you can ask me a question now if you'd like to. You can ask me more than one, but I'll just be mindful of how much time we have.
I guess I have two questions. The first question is, what do you hope? What are you hoping people are going to get from this, and who do you plan to? You hoping everyone listens to this, or what's your target audience right now?
It's I guess not specifically a target or audience, really just the public. I guess the idea is to have free information,
Mm-hmm.
because I guess I'm at an impasse in my career that I'm okay with making money the way that I do, but I don't know if I only want that. I don't want the relationship to be that because someone is sick, that's how I'm going to make money.
Yeah.
Like I want it to be that if somebody's in need, they're able to get information without me needing to profit from it.
Right.
And there's got to be some sort of balance because I don't want to go hungry.
Right.
I have to earn some money.
Right.
Yeah,
You have needs as well.
but I don't. There's so many people that are in a position and they abuse their position,
Mm-hmm.
and so that's kind of my first thought is make this public, make it free or inexpensive, make it accessible to everybody, but also to tell people what I've experienced.
Yeah.
This has been like a life-changing experience for me, and if that could, for anybody that's listening, if anybody can have that experience, that's what I'm going for.
Okay. And then I think my second question was, what are your goals being at our gym?
Okay. What are my goals? I didn't ever have a goal to begin with. It's so strange that things happen this way. Funny story. I really was like, I'm just gonna go and nobody's gonna notice me. Nobody's gonna pay attention to me. Like Louis C.K. has a joke about sharks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wonder if sharks know that they're not being sneaky because they have fins and we can see them. Like, everybody can see that I'm a black woman.
Yeah.
Being a woman in an MMA gym makes you stand out, but also a person of color. So I just was like, nobody's gonna notice me. I'm just gonna go and have fun.
Right.
That's all I wanted to do. I wanted to learn how to do a backflip. That's not what we do there. It's not. It's so funny that my goals were not anything in line with what happened. And so I don't know if I have goals. I just want to keep bettering myself. That's why I'm there. To better myself. To work through my trauma and
If you want to do a backflip, you need to come to Coast class. He makes us do all these cartwheels and tumbles.
Really?
So
Okay.
yeah, he definitely makes you work on your balancing.
Okay. That's really funny.
Love you, Costa.
Well, we can keep chatting, but I don't have anything else.
I do have something.
Sure.
Another piece of advice for anyone looking to
yes,
get into
sorry.
MMA. You know, you're fine. Listen to your gut. There are a lot of gyms out there. Some gyms only care about, you brought up, exploiting for profit. Bringing out the Marxist in me.
Please, yeah, be free.
They only care about the money that's in your pocket. They don't necessarily care about you. Or they want to indoctrinate you to a cult. There's a lot of kind of culty gyms out there. And if you don't feel comfortable at the gym, leave. If you feel like you spend too much time in the gym and you feel like you need to leave out of some sense of loyalty or something because you've been there a while, don't. Each person's martial arts journey, that's their own personal journey, and go where, listen to your gut and follow what it says. If you feel comfortable at a gym, even if you've been there for 2 years and it was comfortable, and then something changes and you don't feel comfortable anymore, leave. There's no reason. Your presence is mine. It's probably the most important. So find a gym that works for you, and try out other gyms. If you find one that you like and you feel comfortable there, go to it. You don't have to stay at a gym if you feel uncomfortable there. So that'd probably be my biggest advice for people.
I'm so grateful that how lucky am I to have found Limitless the first time around. I just Googled martial arts or self-defense or something like that to have. If people don't understand how much they mean to me, because I haven't, I guess, shared that, but I could have ended up at a terrible gym, people exploiting me or taking advantage of me in some way. And I did not have that experience at all. I feel very safe. So, I definitely trust your gut.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's all I got. Appreciate you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming and being my first guest. Okay.
So that was my interview with Cody Roberts. He is a inspiration to me. He challenges me when we train at Limitless Martial Arts, and I've learned so much from him and from all of the people there. Like I said it in the interview, I feel safe and comfortable. I feel like I'm a part of a great group. So I'm really glad I was able to share that with all of you.